Today, we're going to take a peep at college football and NFL look-ahead lines, find winners on tonight's slate, and let's please cash a squad ride. This is Behind the Lines. A kid in full hockey fit pulls up and sits right in front of you, and you can't see a thing. This might be more of a me guy move than just bringing your glove to a game. At least your glove is not right in the people behind you's face. I'm not trying to grow my bones anymore. My bones are grown, bro. I don't need to drink milk. I'm not a baby. You know who drinks milk? Babies and children. I don't put milk in my coffee. I drink black coffee like a grown-up. He ain't throwing a pick. If I could speak another language, I'd say it in that one too. It's time to dust off old Krabs again, take the less than half a pick, and f***ing cash would be tonight. Tail it, fade it, I don't give a shit. I'm making money on it. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Wednesday, episode 796 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Bookit Sports. If you were not tracking your bets on Bookit, take a second, take a breath, hit the reset button, and start tracking today. Hit the App Store or Google Play right now. Hurry up, go, 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 and start tracking your bets over there on Bookit Sports and using the other 100-plus features they have on that great app over there at Bookit, WPickit. I use it every single day, and you guys should as well. Jovan, we got some work to do today, my man.
A little bit of work.
Yeah. We got some meat left on the bone, to say the least. We got some work to do after an atrocious day yesterday, which I take full blame for. Embarrassed, honestly, by the plays that I put out and the squad ride I put out. I'm ready to get my lick back. I don't know about you, Jovan, but I'm hungry. I'm ready to prove the haters, the doubters wrong, and bless up the people who believe with a winner tonight, a squad ride W, a prize picks 4-man, the whole 9 yards, the whole shebang. So, yeah, let's get to it, man. We owe the people some winners, some green squares, because, the only green squares I had yesterday was fading Trent's two-piece, boots on ground, and that's not good enough, right? I got to come up with my own squares to turn green, not just fading Trent. So let's get right to it. Let's go ahead and recap, okay? Let's go ahead and show the squad ride. I mean, just a horrendous wager.
It's just a bad team, man. Really bad team.
It's a bad team, but it's probably a worse wager.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, sitting up here fading a team that I know very well, a team that I've praised and talked about, being, I think, the best group of 5 team in the country. I guess you can give some respect to Memphis, Coach Silverfield, Brendan Lewis, and your boys. I'm man enough to give you guys that respect at number 1, but right behind him at number 2, the JMU Dukes, a team that I've talked about all off season. I've talked about all season this year. I said they're going to beat Louisville. They almost beat Louisville, and they've ripped off, I think, 7 straight wins since then. Why am I forcing a JMU fade, taking a sharp number at Texas State plus 6.5 at home? They should have been plus 60.5. And that's really the only number you could get where they'd actually cover. They got destroyed. Krabs did not deserve to get dusted off last night. I'll say it. Did not. I'm embarrassed.
A great look towards the next dust off. I'll say it.
Well, yeah. Sure. But yeah, I apologize to all the people out there that tailed. That was unacceptable. We will be better today. I will be better today. Excited for the plays I got on the Sharp Report today. Got absolutely worked yesterday. W. Jeff, W. written by Zach. Appreciate you guys getting involved with the 15 stream streak and the 7 stream streak. You guys are goated. But yeah, let's go ahead and show the Sharp Report recap and see how we did overall, because it was bad. 0 for 5 from me. Been a bad week. Can't sugarcoat it. Bad week. I'm transparent. I'm honest. I'll let you guys know when I'm hot. I'll let you guys know when I'm not. And right now, struggling this week. That means we're due for a bounce back today. You guys know how this shit works. Okay, it's like a roller coaster. Austin, if I don't go positive on my Sharp Report today, I will spin the wheel tomorrow on stream. If I don't go positive 3-2, 4-1, 5-0 on my 5 Sharp Report plays today, I will spin the wheel tomorrow. Okay? Is that fair?
I do also want to say, once BTL is in person next month, we need to buy one of those actual wheels where you just write it on markers.
Yeah,
and we'll utilize the wheel a little more. I think Chad will like that.
Put that down, Goots, in the to-do list.
Yes,
you need to get one of those big ass wheels.
Yep.
Okay.
Also, shout out the Oilers amendment.
Yeah,
shout out the Goots POD.
Gotta give a cap tip to the Goots POD getting one.
Come on. If there's one positive from last night, it's the Goots POD out of the fucking grave.
Out of the grave.
You could have had a Goots POD parlay with your over on the ice and with the Blue Jays. But hey, you're taking it one step at a time. Good to see you get off the schneid, Gootsy. Nobody deserves that more than you.
Thank you.
Okay, you work your butt off. You're good kids. And you were just, on a little bit of a cold streak. Good to see you pull out of the depths of hell and get that W.
1-10.
Come on.
1-10 last 11. How about it?
1-10. Hey.
1-0 last
make that 2-10.
Exactly. 1-0 last one.
Yep. Getting hot.
Now we're gonna expand the horizons. We're gonna get different sports involved because I really needed to get one on the ice. That's why I kept doing it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and you got one, Goots, and now sky's the limit, man. You could do anything you want. You could go to the college football slate. You could even head over to the NBA.
Sure could.
Okay.
You
could double your POD wins today. Think about that. You could double your Goots POD wins. You get 100x your Goots POD wins with just one winner today.
Just one winner.
Just one.
Just one.
Yeah, Chipper, I'm heading down to Texas in middle to late November. Goots is heading down there soon as well. We're going to have the whole squad down there in Texas. Very, very excited to get, bring that East Coast blue collar mentality down there to the office and work our butts off for you guys. Improve the show, improve the content, and keep killing it. I know we're coming off a couple bad days of winners on the Sharp Report, but extremely excited to get down there. Boots on ground in Dallas. And grind every day and give you guys a BTL in person, which you deserve, we deserve. I'm extremely excited for. It's probably what I'm most excited for is BTL in person. We're building out the studio as we speak. So IRL BTL could be the difference. Very, very excited. And yeah, I'm excited to get in Trent's face and really call him out for being the moose shit better that he is. I feel like he forgets that he's the fade god. He got famous off of being a fade god and people literally checking his socials to take the opposite of his plays. That's how he got famous. That's how he got big. It's impressive how bad his plays were. They're still not good, but he needs a reminder. He needs somebody giving him a little elbow saying, hey, buddy, your reality check, you're still dog shit at betting. And I'll be that guy. Okay. W stream streaks, get involved here. Jeff Hartle, you're him. Ron Mux, AB. What's up, AB? My goat and Ron. Good to see you, my man. 15 stream streak. You're goated, Ron. You're goated, Ron. Yeah. Appreciate you, Beast. All right. Let's move. Let's groove. Enough talking about yesterday. Enough talking about the past and the moose shit plays that were on my slate yesterday. Let's get into the Sharp Report. Let's head to the NBA here. Yep. Just like JT's saying in the chat, Trent is a better than me, Krabs. Yeah, that makes sense, right? People actually believe that, Jovan, which is the crazy part. People legitimately think that, and squares out there think that in their brains because they don't understand what we're doing here. They don't understand taking an FIU plus 3.5, taking an under in a Lakers game, or taking the Magic, who are favorites on the road for no reason. It doesn't make sense in their brain. And they legitimately think Trent is a better sports bettor. I cannot wait to prove them wrong.
You don't like
today,
the Dodgers Thunder moneyline parlays? You don't like those?
Wait, that didn't hit? No way. No, I don't like that. We got Sade Whiteman getting involved, dropping a 5-unit whale. 5-unit whale.
Sade.
W, Sade, appreciate you, Beast. Chat vibes are so bad. Yeah, I know. I'll take partial credit, though, for the shit plays of late. So it is what it is. Let's move. Let's groove. Krabs, how did you not have Otani less than bases on the feed yesterday? That was Ma. It was too popular, man. It was too popular, but I got to play in that game tonight that I think you guys are going to like. Actually, you're probably going to hate it, which means it's going to hit. So, all right, let's go ahead and hop in. Let's talk about some plays on the Sharp Report for today. I'll start out with the Orlando Magic, like I was talking about earlier, flipping from a dog to a fave on the road against the Pistons. Thought that was a little bit weird. If they were home, I'd expect them to be favorites. These teams are pretty even, if I could say so myself. But Orlando's coming off of 3 straight L's. little bit confused as to why they're flipping to a favorite in this spot, to be honest with you, Jovan. Couldn't really figure out why. These teams are relatively evenly matched, and I know there's some injury concerns on Detroit, but, most of these are injuries we already knew about. So Levert has been out, and he might even play today, to be honest with you. You got Sasser, who's, questionable. Asar Thompson, who was at shoot around this morning. So they're getting good news today, and the line is moving towards Orlando, which I thought was pretty weird. So, I want to get involved in the NBA and the association tonight, and I want to take the road favorite Magic with your boy Paolo Banchero off of 3 straight losses to get a big-time win against Detroit in this game tonight on the road. They've actually had pretty good success against the Pistons in recent years, in recent memory, which is not the hottest of takes. Magic had been a little bit of a better program, a little bit of a better team than Detroit over the years, but they've won 4 of the last 5. I think they make it 5 of the last 6 and get a big-time win coming off that atrocious showing on the road against Philly. Well, I think they get their lick back on the road tonight and get a big-time win outright on the ML.
So what you're saying is you might have to fire up Paolo threes. That's all I heard. That's all I heard.
Yep. Go ahead and fire him up. Go ahead and fire him up. I'm in. Does he have a normal square up there? Or?
He does, yeah.
Okay. Is it red or?
I mean, yeah, of course.
Okay.
It's always red.
So, yeah,
it's always
of course.
red.
All right. Who's a bigger Commies fan, Krabs or PFT? I mean, we're both huge Commies fans. I don't think it matters who's a bigger Commies fan. During Commies bus game you were at, Trent was chanting "fuck Krabs" during Night Sweats, celebrating your downfall like you were Saddam. What else is new, Richie? What else is new? And I hope he knows I'm bringing that same energy down there in a couple weeks, and he should be scared. He should be scared. Straight from Trent's mouth, you don't want to pick a fight with Krabs. You will lose that fight 9 times out of 10. Don't care who you are. Cannot wait to get down there and get in his face. Rumor has it there's going to be a Krabs pick a plan this weekend. Yeah, there might be. We have to do dueling picket plans. We got to figure out if we're doing that or if we're just doing head-to-head me versus Trent. Either way, that's going to be a movie this weekend or next week. OVO Blizzy asking the right questions here. What do y'all mean by BTL in person? Like people can attend? No, but that'd be cool. It was like Dr. Phil type. You had an audience, but no, it'll be me and Jovan in the same studio in person, better production, better show. And hopefully more winners.
Maybe one day we'll have a live show.
That'd be pretty cool, dudes. That'd be pretty cool. BTL with a studio audience would be hilarious. It would props and chops. It would just be people saying, I'm not fucking taking that play. And then us counting our guap, and making coins. So, moving to Texas Line Shopper in a couple weeks. Cannot wait. All right, let's move. Let's groove. W Magic on the ML and W Paulo Banchero. 3s. Down to take that with you, Jovan. You just say the words. And let's go ahead and flip this puppy around and go to Jovan's first straight bet.
I'll go to the gridiron. Rare trip because these teams are dog shit, but I like the over tonight and the FIU game, which, 2 games ago? FIU got a couple players back on defense, and they had their best performance of really the season on defense against any team slightly worth a shit, and they didn't give up a touchdown, I believe. That honeymoon phase is over because they gave up 40 to Kennesaw State in their last game. So Jacob Clark is back after he's had a game under his belt. Not that he was bad in the game that he came back. He was actually really good, minus a couple of turnovers. But now that he has a game under his belt, I'm a little more comfortable back in their offense. I think they're going to sling the rock all around the secondary that is still not very good, despite the one game where they showed flashes after they got healthy. So I think the pass game's not going to be too much of an issue. But Missouri State's the real issue, I guess, if you were to make an argument about this, because they still haven't hidden over in conference play. They play a little bit slower, and especially like they've been weird because they've had different quarterbacks in there, but they're going to sling rock. And I think their defense too, which has had a couple of really stout performances over the last handful of weeks for the most part, I guess you could say. I don't think they'll be able to stop the run game for FIU, whether it's Jenkins or Owens. Both of those guys are going to have, I think, a field day with some explosives against this team. So I think this will be a little bit of a back and forth game. I'm not really sure what side I want to take in this game. I'd probably lean your way with FIU, but if they're going to do that, I think they're going to need a lot of explosive plays on the ground to do it, which is great for points. And I think that's the type of game we're getting.
Dude, I agree. I think if FIU ends up winning this game outright or at least covers, probably going to get some points here. And I do like FIU, man. I like FIU plus 3.5 in this spot, and I really want to fade Missouri State and that statue of a QB who's coming off of probably his best game ever in his career in Clark. So, yeah, I don't think it's going to be an under type of game, though. I don't think FIU's defense is just going to go in there and shut them down on the roads. They just gave up 45 points, like you said, to Kennesaw State. So, I like the over. Obviously, like the underdog on the spread better, but I certainly think there will be points tonight. And that's probably why this total opened up at 54.5. Of course, it's moving down. It's a crazy high opener for that total. So, all right.
I was also looking at some of like the Missouri State last handful of games. They are almost never playing from behind, which is probably why sometimes they can play as slow as they want to. But tonight, and if FIU comes out like I'm hoping and you're hoping, can get a little quicker of a game.
I think they will. All right, let's move. Let's groove. Swing that puppy around, Goodsey. Let's talk about FIU. Let's talk about Pitbull Squad here. I think FIU goes in there and wins this game outright, I'll be honest. And I want to sell high on Missouri State after that big-time win. Great game from Clark. He was throwing dots, 30-yard touchdown passes. What an insane game they're coming off of. And if there's one way to beat this Missouri State defense, Jovan, it is on the ground. I really think Keyshawn Owens is going to have an absolute day today for FIU. He's a pretty underrated running back. There's a lot of good running backs playing tonight in these, crummy games. It looks like two crummy games on the surface, but there's some really talented RBs that are involved in these games. Cam Cook, whose rushing yards is at 120, which is absolutely absurd, and I certainly won't be fading that or him. He's actually goated. He could be an NFL type of guy. I don't know why he's playing in Jacksonville State, but Shamari Lawrence from Missouri State, pretty solid RB as well. And Keyshawn Owens, who has just skyrocketed stock through the roof this season. He's coming off of almost 400 yards combined in his last two games. They absolutely feed him, Jovan, and they're going to feed him again today. And I think he has some success, to be honest with you. Missouri State, their secondary is decent, but they can be beat on the ground. So expect him to get absolutely fed. I think he had 45 carries in the last two games combined, almost 400 yards, a couple scores as well. They're going to feed him once again tonight against a very susceptible D-line there in Missouri State. And I think you see Missouri State, like you were talking about, yeah, they're going to score. This game's not going to go under. But I think FIU can run the living shit out of the football, run the rock, own the time of possession, hopefully go up early in this game. And I like the plus 3.5 here coming off that bad loss to Kennesaw State like we were talking about. And I got to fade Missouri State, who's getting hot right now. They've won 3 of their last 4 games. Perfect time to fade this home squad as FIU catches a little bit of steam down from 4.5 on the roads. Okay?
Sure. I'm in on that.
Yep. I like both dogs on the gridiron tonight. Can't get there with Middle Tennessee State, although that's down to 3.5 as well, which is pretty crazy. And they're a dog shit team. They have covered their last couple games, so maybe that's why. And they're home. Although the road teams in this conference have been dominating. So I'm not fading Jacksonville State. I'm not fading Cam Cook tonight, but I certainly lean Middle Tennessee State. But there's certainly a chance they might just be that bad. So I'll be staying off that other college football game tonight unless anything crazy changes. Okay?
Yep.
All right. Swinging around. W Safeway Playa. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate you, Beast. And again, Sade Whiteman for the 5 subbies every single day. You're my goat. We do it all for Sate. Sate. All right. Swinging around, Jovan. Take us to the NBA, my man.
The NBA, I'll take you to Chicago. Bulls have been great start the year, 3-0. All their wins as dogs. Now they're the favorites against a Kings team who's coming off a back-to-back. I believe they covered last night against the Thunder, but lost. So on paper, brutal spot for the Kings. And how the Kings work, and frankly, how the Bulls work too. Whatever makes less sense on paper directly is exactly what tends to happen. But the Kings, this does make a little bit of sense because this is going to be a fast game. We know that. The Bulls are pretty weak in the paint. They faced a couple of teams, frankly, that can't really take advantage of that, hence why the games played out why they did. But now, not only do you have a team off a back-to-back that nobody's really running towards, but you also have DeMar going back to Chicago. You also have Zach LaVine going back to Chicago. You also have Sabonis going against Barbecue Chicken Nikola Vucevic in the paint. So there's a lot of things, I think, going the Kings' way in this matchup that's kind of leaning off of the way of I don't give a shit about the back-to-back because this team is going to run. We know that. But now the Bulls have gone through their honeymoon phase as a dog. I think this is the perfect time for the Kings to get them as a dog in a game that, they frankly played pretty well last night at part of the game that I caught against a tough OKC team, even though they're down a couple players. But now you get a much better matchup by a landslide against that dog shit defense. So this is the perfect game for pick your poison. Whether DeMar wants to have his revenge game, whether Levine wants to have his revenge game, whether Sabonis wants to go off and it'll be barbecue chicken Vucevic all over again. There's a lot of options there. I think you get all of them.
Okay. A lot of fives on this sharp report from you. Could be the difference.
Could be like your 7 card that one time.
Yep. Lucky number 5. Love that. Ridden by Zach says, I've always said the Kings are the worst team ever off of back-to-backs, but if Jovan's on it, I'm hoping it cashes. Yeah, I like our chances. Bad nip, but that's an interesting trend to keep our eye on. Zach.
They've played 0 back-to-backs this year. So that's
New year.
Give a fuck less what they do in 2023.
New year. I'm surprised you didn't bring up the Levine and DeRozan revenge game here, huh?
I did.
Okay.
Oh.
Must have squeaked by me. Okay. Love that angle. Head back home, handing the Bulls their first loss of the season. I'm sure they would like nothing more to do that tonight.
You got multiple options. Whoever wants to be the guy, be the guy.
Okay. All right. Maybe even Schroeder. How's Russ been doing so far this season on his 13th team? 12 points a game?
Yeah, the last 2 games, because conveniently they played OKC and the Lakers, so it was double revenge games for him. He's been really good the last 2 games. So
I'm sure he was.
Don't know if we really want him shooting the pill too much tonight, but it's been pretty good.
It's Levine and DeRozan's time. One of those 2 guys is going to go off tonight. Yeah. All right. Ovio Blizzy, that's exactly what that means. They could win outright, or they could lose by 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1 point, and you're cashing. If they lose by 6 or more, you're caked. W question. All right. We do not unit shame around these parts, and we do not question shame people trying to get better, get smarter, and learn the game. That's for sure. Okay, W question, OVO. Let us know if you have any more. Swing it around for me, Gootsy. Has to be done. You know the Lakers have hit the over in every single game this season?
Wow. Not sure.
That for a nugget. 4-0 to the over so far this season, and that's without LeBron. That's without Luka at times as well, who's hurt again. Crazy. And the T-Wolves, who are down their star as well in this game, Jovan. It's going to be interesting, right? Where are the points going to come from in this game? Are we going to get another splooge fest from Austin Reeves? I'm willing to bet he probably cools off. And if I'm the T-Wolves in the fucking coaching room, I'm saying we're doing whatever we can to let anybody else on this Lakers team beat us, whether that's Laravia, Vanderbilt, Rui, DeAndre Ayton. You let any of those guys beat you, you tip cap if they do, right? You got a double team. Austin Reeves a little bit here tonight. You got to make sure you have your best defender on him. Maybe McDaniels covers him a little bit at times. Who knows, right? Maybe even Mike Conley gets involved for Minnesota there on defense. But take Austin Reeves out of this game after he's coming off of combined 90-plus points in his last 2 games. That is how you win this game for Minnesota without their star, Anthony Edwards. So one of the lower totals of the day, if not the lowest total of the day. And again, I was talking with Goots and Jovan about this before the show. It's crazy how far these totals have come, how high they are now in the NBA. A couple of years ago, NBA totals were in the 200s. Now it's weird to see a total in the 220s. So hate this league, hate everything about it. Lazy, complacent, don't play any defense, no efforts. They give up. They just, these guys are automatic. It's not even fun to watch. That's why I prefer betting on kids missing free throws. But that's a combo for another time. I think we do get an under in this game. Total opened up at a very low 224.5. Sure, it's up to 225.5. Of course it is. Reeves is coming off of fucking 80 points in his last 2 games. And the Lakers have hit the over in every game so far this season. So, of course, it's on the way up. And the over's getting 70% of bets and handle. Of course, the total is going to move up a little bit. It's still pretty low, though, in my opinion. And I think if the T-Wolves come in with that game plan and say, hey, we don't have our star Ant Edwards tonight. We don't have a guy, our spark plug, who can go out there and drop 35 in this game. How do we win? We got to win by playing a little bit of defense in this one. And we got to take Reeves out of this game. If we do, I like their chances of getting the win. And I like their chances of this game of helping this game go under, the total go under, after Reeves has just been literally prime Steph Curry the last couple games. It's time to fade.
Has to be toughest matchup of, I guess, the bunch. Probably the toughest one he's had all year.
Yep. Yo, what's up, A? I mean, Who else do they have in that starting lineup that scares you? I know Jake Laravia, first name out of my mouth, but I mean, does anybody else scare you? Jared Vanderbilt, Rui, Aiton?
Realistically, taking the under in this game is really just fading Austin Reeves points because nobody else is scoring on that team.
Dalton Connect.
Really.
Seems pretty green to me.
It's really it. Dalton
Fading
Connect.
him tonight. And Dalton Connect. Yep. W. Goots. I'm assuming he's coming off the bench in this game. I mean, the rest of the fucking team is all hurt. Marcus Smart's hurt. Luka, LeBron, Kleber, Thero, Gabe, Jackson Hayes. All these guys are hurt. All right. Their team's banged up. They can't keep getting away with these overs, man. They can't. All right. Swinging around, Gootsy. Jovan's got one more straight bet here. Staying in the association.
Yep. Another 5.5. The Raptors. Really weird game. Playing against the Rockets tonight, which it's a weird game because you'd think that the way the Raptors are constructed, like they're not the team that's going to go out there and shoot the lights out, even though they've had probably better numbers than I would have thought. But with all the length in their lineup, this is tall lineup against tall lineup right now because they're going to have RJ, Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram out there. So, like, you can match the length and athleticism of what the Rockets are going to put out there. Probably as good as almost any team can do right now. Now, are they the best shooting team to kind of shoot themselves out of their way or their way out of it? No, not necessarily. But I think that also comes with the fact that they're going to pick up the tempo a little bit tonight and try and play in transition against this Rockets team, which the Raptors have had spurts so far this year where in the couple games they've looked really good doing that. And I find it weird that against the Rockets of all teams, no team in watching the couple of games really tries to play a little bit fast on them just to keep them out of the half court defensively. But when I've seen the Raptors try to do that so far this year, it's worked and it's worked swimmingly. So I wouldn't be shocked to see them do that. Probably the most they've done all season today, where they've looked really good doing it. So not only do I think that they can hang with the size, athleticism, and shot making of the Rockets' big lineup right now, even though you're not getting them at, I guess, their tallest at this very moment. But I think they also have the shot making themselves to get out of it, whether it's in the half court or transition. I think this is one of the weirder, tougher matchups that the Rockets have seen so far, and they're probably going to see for a little bit. So I don't think they're going to respond too well. I think it's the first time you're going to see them look, I guess, matched with the physicality and length and depth and everything. So I want to take the Raptors, especially because this is a weird spot after they're on this like very similar line against the Spurs in San Antonio in the last game and got blown out. So like now that you're in a little bit different of a spot, but same type of situation, I think they're going to come through.
Okay. All right. After 3 straight L's, 3 straight games they don't cover, I'm down to get a Toronto here at home. Fade a Rockets team that was really good last year and this year has looked like a shell themselves. I'm in. All right. Swinging around, Gootsy. Let's talk about some prize pick squares. And yeah, another nugget on that under in the Lakers game. These two teams did play less than a week ago. Game sort over, and the total's a little bit lower this time around than that first matchup, which is always a good sign, in my opinion, and always a good thing to look for.
Well, that game also did have Ant and Luka.
Sure.
That's a bit why.
These are all pros. They can all put the ball in the hoop. Reeves has dropped 90 points the last 2 games.
Yeah.
Insane.
And
we're fading them. 2 crazy squares up here, Jovan. What are the 2 narratives you're hearing right now in sports the most? You're hearing Shohei walks, right? People are pissed. Shohei's getting walked all the time. And Austin Reeves is the next Steph Curry, right? Stepping up in Luka's absence, LeBron's absence. So let's go ahead and fade those narratives. Why don't we now? I'm taking Trey Savage. Less than 2.5 walks allowed, which is juiced to the under, minus 125 to the under for his under walks allowed here on Prize Picks. I'm loving the square. It's green. The chart's green. He's been walking people left and right. Everybody, all the squares on earth are saying, oh, this looks like the easiest more-than of all time in this World Series game tonight because Shohei's a guaranteed walk, probably a guaranteed 2 walks, right? And all you need is 1 more walk in this game. So, James Franklin, bang. What are we banging about, Pax Picks? There's no way. Dave Martinez burner. You can't be doing this right now, mid-sell job. You can't.
I don't think it's official yet. I think it's the same smoke you've been seeing for a bit.
And I'll tell you right now, it's going to be way more than $28 million. Tell you that much. Excuse me. It's going to be way more. It's going to be 10 mil a year. 28 mil, 5 years. Give me a break, Dave Martinez-Burner. Yeah, that probably deserves a ban. Also, it was Dave Martinez-Burner who deserves a ban, not Pax Picks. Not Pax Picks, Richie. So maybe we can unban him and maybe put Dave Martinez-Burner in the bin. I hate to say it, but all right, let's lock back in here. I like Trey Savage to go out there. I'm not saying he doesn't get mucked up tonight. Would not be surprised if he gets mucked up tonight, Jovan, but I have to fade the Shohei walks angle. Where it's a free auto walk, intentional walk, unintentional, intentional walk, whatever you want to call it. When it looks like the easiest square on the board, completely green. Everyone's thinking Shohei's get at least 2 walks against him. All it takes is one more goat, maybe Freddie, maybe Mookie. Who knows who else gets walked in this game? It just looks too easy. It makes too much sense. And if you fade those plays, they make too much sense. You're making coins 6, 7 times out of 10. So, yeah, go ahead and give me Trey Savage. Less than 2.5 walks allowed, which is juiced to the under on the books. One of my favorite squares, if not my favorite square of the day.
Sure.
Austin Reeves. Already kind of sold this one. Austin Reeves been carrying this Lakers team. Love the under in the game. And again, guys, if you're taking unders, if you're taking less thans, you're already setting yourself up for success. You're already hitting it 60% of the time and putting yourself in a really good position. So Austin Reeves tonight in a game that's going to soar under, in a game I think they lose. I think he gets clamped up. Maybe it's McDaniels. Maybe it's DiVincenzo. Maybe it's Mike Conley. But if I'm coach out there in Minnesota, I'm thinking of any way I possibly can to take him out of this game. And if you do, you're winning. And the game's probably going under as well. So like Jovan said, he couldn't have said it better myself. Taking the under in the game is pretty much like taking the less than on Austin Reeves' points. I agree. Let's take them both and go 2-0.
Might as well.
All right. Let's move. Let's groove. Swinging around.
Crazy square up here, Krabs. Dyson Daniels to take 2 threes, which he hasn't done yet at all this year. But Hawks are playing the Nets, which if anybody knows and they've been watching or / betting against or betting stuff against the Nets as far as point guards go, the Nets blitz the shit out of the ball handler. Always have for the last handful of years, and they still have started to do it this year, which means if you're a spot-up shooter, which Dyson Daniels isn't fully a spot-up shooter because he can't fucking shoot, but anybody else on the court that's not the ball handler has to be ready to shoot because they're going to give them plenty of opportunities when they get the ball in their hands, which means you're going to have everybody else on the court, which Dyson Daniels is probably the least, I guess, available shooter out of all of them. You could go Kristaps, you could go Jalen Johnson if he ends up playing. You could go anybody else on the court, but I think they're most vulnerable at the guard spot, which Dyson Daniels is going to be obviously drawing that matchup. So I think regardless of if he makes them or not, I think the volume is going to be there for him tonight, and he's going to be forced to shoot because they're going to leave him open, just like they do, because that's how the scheme kind of works itself. So Trae Young is going to have the ball out of his hands plenty. Hopefully he makes these for assist purposes, but he can go over 2 for all I care. He's taken 2 of them. And then another weird one, Ochai Agbaji. I don't know exactly what the story is going to be lineup-wise because I don't know, Pirtle might not play for the Raptors tonight, which really doesn't mean all that much, except if you want to you're going to need a little bit of shooting in there with your length, and the perfect guy to kind of counter that with, you're not giving up size and you're also getting a little bit of 3-point shooting, is Ochai Agbaji, which I think he's a pretty valid piece coming off of the bench that they're going to need for some minutes, which is probably the reason why this 0.5 3-point square is up. So I think he's like the perfect counter off the bench because they realistically don't have too many options off of the bench to do this. He's been kind of the main guy coming off the bench that's giving them some size and wing shooting. So you're playing the Rockets where you're going to need plenty of that tonight. I think he's going to have to be the guy to at least bang one.
All right. I'm in, and I'm locking it in right now as we speak. Couple 3 squares in the NBA from Jovan, 1 attempts, 1 made. That's your bread and butter. So I'm all ears, and I'm locking this puppy in right now, and we're cashing a 10x tonight. No other option. Looks like he's minus 133 to cash on the green book. That's some good news, Kyle B.
Great news.
I got some bad news. You know, I'm transparent. I'm honest. You guys know, I'll tell you how it is. This morning, Trey Savage was minus 125 to the under, 2.5 on his walks on the books. Now I'm seeing that juice flip. Now I'm seeing minus 118 to the over. So let's hope that's just bet related and people are locking in that over and they got to move the line. But Yeah, I wish that was not the case, but I got to let you guys know. The under's not juiced anymore. Okay? Still think it hits. I don't think it fucking matters. I will drop the link to the Sharp Report format here in the chats. Okay? Jovan 23 in the YouTube says, yeah, add Austin Reeves under to my card again. Yep. Could not have said it better myself.
There we go.
Has to be done. Has to be done. NBA overs have been printing the first 2 weeks. Yeah, that's due to regress. And the books are not going to get stung on overs all season. Okay. They're going to do whatever they can to make sure all those people cashing on those overs give those coins right back. And then some. Just got here, you guys, on the Jays or Doyers. Would love to go through and talk about that game real quick. Would love to go through. Maybe we could pull up the Pickett Pro screen share. W. Goots. You're fucking him. Why don't we take a trip over to the MLB category and see what's cooking in the World Series. Krabs, do you have the Caden Saves Square? I did not do much NHL labbing. The Blues hurt my soul last night. But I do see that. I do see that square. And Caden Premieux, goalie saves, completely red. I certainly like that more than, that's for sure. And 2 goals allowed squares that are now up. I was waiting for these puppies. They're both 2.5, and they're both goblins. So I was thinking about maybe taking the under on the ice, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Let's talk about the Blue Jays and the Dodgers. Jovan, whoever wins this game is probably winning the World Series. I think that's a fair assumption. 2-2 right now. Now they're playing best of 3. Starts tonight in LA. Looks like people are betting on LA once again to run it back here and bounce back after last night's L. A couple more bets on that under than I would have anticipated. At least more money on that under than I would have initially anticipated. I would not be shocked if this game goes over again. I know it pushed last night, but I would not be surprised to see some runs in this game once again tonight. Jovan, what are your initial thoughts on the World Series Game 5 tonight?
My initial thoughts, I guess, would be Blake Snell looked like shit in the first matchup. I don't think he's going to look like that again against the Jays team. Questions are still like, if there's any team that I really, and I'm not saying this because they're in the World Series, but if there's any team that you would have asked me even in June who I would not want to see twice in a week just about, it's probably the Blue Jays. So I would love to say I have full confidence in him bouncing back. I have some. I don't know that I'm fully there, but I don't want to take the Jays. I got my lick yesterday. I do think it's probably the Dodgers today, but it's probably a closer game as expected.
Yeah. I like the Dodgers -1.5 in this game. Will you see me betting that? Fuck no. But I do lean that way. I think you're right. Is Blake Snell going to have 2, shit performances against his team? Probably not, but it's not a great matchup for him, right? A team that doesn't strike out a ton, a team that puts the ball in play, a gritty veteran squads. Not the best matchup for our guy Blake Snell. Who's to say he can't overcome it and still make shit happen? I think he certainly can. I like the Dodgers in this one. I do, but I'm having trouble laying it on the -1.5 or laying the juice on the money line at -200. So I
feel like
probably not going to bet it.
I feel like this is a 1-run game.
Okay. All right. You can get the +1.5 at -115.
Yeah. If I didn't do it yesterday, I would consider.
Cool. Let's scroll down and see what people are betting on in this one, huh? Popular prop markets. They're taking both pitchers' strikeouts. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm assuming they're not taking Snell less than strikeouts.
Of course not.
Okay. I don't know why people are taking Snell more than strikeouts against a team that strikes out the least in baseball, but it's probably because he didn't hit last time and they're running it back, right? Even I'm not crazy enough to click that button.
I don't think there's really any rationale with 80% of those bets, Krabs.
Okay.
Ever.
Yeah. You're probably right. They're probably just waking up and taking Blake Snell to strike out 7 guys, just like Trent.
Yeah.
Okay. Surprised to see a Savage up here as well, or
no?
Nerfy, pretty popular as well. Pretty sure that squares up on Prize Picks too.
That squares up. Oh.
What does that make you think? What does that make you feel?
It's probably a nerfy.
All right. It looks like a couple people are laying it with the Dodgers on the ML, but we need more bets. We need more data. We'll check closer to first pitch. We got Too Easy Twin getting involved. 10-month resub. Let's go, Too Easy Twin. Attaboy. Attaboy. Everyone been on Mookie Betts' ass. I think he shows up. Yeah, I mean, if they pitch to him, right?
Have to.
Yep. Okay. Young Money 2, Goots NHL carry us. Yeah, we need a Goots POD today, man. I'll say it.
Yeah, one game.
Don't let Goots get hot.
I guess he's diversifying
Might be too
now,
late.
so it doesn't have to be CBJ Leafs.
It could be anything. It could be. I wish there was WNBA tonight, but there's not.
No way you wish there's W on.
Hey, I like sports, man. I don't discriminate. If there's a winner to be found, there's a winner to be found. I don't care if it's men or women playing. Come on now.
I don't disagree. It's just the winner part in the WNBA. It's just
Ooh.
not very prevalent.
I did just fine in the WNBA this season.
WNBA.
Besides a little streak of unders in the Aces championship. Besides that, it was a great season.
You did have some squares that popped late season.
Great
You're
squares,
coming
less thans that popped. Had some pretty good plays during the regular season as well, taking nasty dogs in the W. Fiending for that Mystics brunch. Yep, you know me so well, Jovan.
Playoff unders have to be retired. That's
Playoff unders didn't hit.
That's what getting us.
The Aces unders didn't hit. Recency bias. You guys are better than that. Look at the whole picture. Okay. Walked by Cole Sillinger going to the gym about 30 minutes ago, so it feels like fate to take him anytime goal scorer. That's pretty cool, brings picks.
CBJ.
Surprised this isn't Krabs WNBA Slate of the Year. Well, there's no games, so if there were, maybe it could be. Okay. NHL playoff unders didn't hit. Yeah, no shit. Lost immense amounts of coins on that. Again, what happened to the league I love, man? What happened to low-scoring, hard-hitting guys like Tom Wilson out here fucking laying people out and games going under in the playoffs? Now it's all, a bunch of goals and, pulling the goalie super early. So fucking fed up with the NHL playoffs, man. So fed up. What happened to the sport I love? Used to be able to click buttons and take unders in the fucking playoffs on the ice. And now you can't.
You love it, right?
What'd you say, Goods?
You love it, right?
I love what?
Hockey.
I do love hockey. I like hockey better than the NBA.
I mean, yeah.
Kidding me?
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of good young talent nowadays, Krabs. There's 18-year-olds scoring goals every day.
Careful, Goods.
It's just
there's 21-year-olds getting contracts, $80 million every
better.
10 years.
There we go. Hit the reset button over there, Goodsy.
Okay.
Goods
You're
really
feeling pretty
telling
good.
the line here.
Feel pretty good right now, Goots, after
mean,
that win last night on the Goots POD, as you should. As you should. Okay, I mean, let's not get too cocky over there. Okay? Let's not get too cocky.
Young talent.
All right.
Okay.
On that note, we'll take a peep at these splits on the ice for this game tonight. Huh?
For this game, it's probably like, I mean, you can make an argument, not judging by the splits, that the under would probably be kind of public, but it's not, I guess, according to Pickett, because it's back-to-back. But, I mean,
in promo,
that shitty goalies.
Every game he's ever started has gone over. And I don't think that's an exaggeration.
Talk to me. Tell me more.
Pretty sure that's an actual stat.
Yeah, I have no read on this game. Definitely not betting on it, but
wow. I lean the under. I'll say it. Standalone game on the ice. 6.5 total. I lean the under in this one. Both teams played last night. Maybe you get some tired sticks. Right?
Yeah. Weird
Chick
one.
goalies. Over makes a ton of sense. People are betting the over. I'd probably lean the under.
You do have the CBJ starter in because they.
All right, that's a plus.
Yeah, they started Jet Greaves yesterday and saved Merzlikins for this game. So you get one good goalie.
Okay. How strong of a lean? I almost put on the Sharp report, Big Rob. It was honorable mention. Honorable mention, but like the 3 plays I have up there, a little bit better. A little bit better. All right. I need a bet as free as Krabs plus 7.5 over Beeve. We need to lock in. We do need to lock in Colby High Life. And people forget I covered against a college basketball player. People forget that.
Doesn't get talked about enough.
Not nearly enough. You will never see Beeve play anybody 1v1 ever again after that. You can see the life was sucked right out of him. Not in a good way.
He's probably going to be back out there. Is he going to end on that?
No, man. He might just retire after that. I probably would. If you can't cover against old Krabs, you probably need to hang it up. I'll say it. Probably do. Has Krabs ever looked at a game and thought it's going over any sport? I have. Back in 1983, when the Orioles won the World Series, I actually had it over.
Nah.
I remember that day, Krabs.
Big day for Goots.
Big day.
Big day for Goots. I'll
Huge.
never forget when I took
Goots on ground.
I took Mima to the Orioles game this past season, and we walked right up to our seats. We're about to turn in to go down our alley to get to the seats from the club level, right? And what do I see? The sign on the right. It's the fucking World Series circle. Orioles World Series 1983, and I just sit there or stand there and I start laughing. Look at the Goots. Like Goots is there.
I was there.
The World Series. Just
People
like
forget.
pictures all across the wall. You see Goots at every single one in the background.
Imagine.
That'd be just.
Oh, let's go. Trent's awake, guys. It's 1:20 p.m. and Trent is up and moving and in the chat. Let's go, Trent. Attaboy. Attaboy. Rough
Already
night last
past.
night, buddy.
Already gone past his career high in BTL watch time. Let's go.
At least he's here, right? That's W's. God, man, that must have been a tough night last night, man. Flying across the country, losing all the bets, losing the Prize Picks lineup. They had your pretty face up on the app, and you had a cool little feature on the top of the lineup, right? You had your little face in the corner, do a little sprink-a-bink, and then it full fades, right? It must be a tough night.
Saving Krabs.
Tough night.
I mean, minutes on the day with that feature.
I mean, yeah, it saved me some time. I posted about it. I was very hyped. You can now just click the button and fade Trent's lineups on the app. It's fire. Really appreciate that, Prize Picks. Great UI UX, as always. Great features. Great features. All right. Trent, I'm happy to do a picket plan against you tomorrow. We can both post a video and see who does better overall. Or we could do King of the Board starting next week, 5 plays for the week, and go head-to-head there. So you pick.
I think
your choice.
I think we need picket plan while it's hot. Starting with TNF. So
let me ask you this. How do we decide how many plays? Do we just go based off a record or units? Let's just dive into this a little bit here, right? Because Trent's going to do fucking 3 plays a day.
Well, no. So he usually does a Thursday night football play. I think there's a Friday night football play, like 3 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, and the surge or whatever. But that doesn't really count.
Okay. I mean, as long as it's like fair, I'm in. So maybe if we outline that and we have the same amount of plays, right? I'm cool with that. But again, I mean, even if it's not even and Trent has an edge, I still like my chances.
Yeah.
I still like my chances.
Just go same amount of plays. Okay. And since they're more than likely around the same, minus 110, just got to win more than the other.
Yep. I'm in for that. It'll be fair. No juiced lays, all straights. Yeah, all straights. All straights. I guess my only other question would be, are these plays coming from Trent's brain, or is he just going to dust off his phone and text Jovan for the winners?
I'm not texting him shit.
I guess that's my only cue.
Yeah.
Right? P-Dub, do you guys want King of the Board back? Seems like you guys do in the chat. Maybe we could bring that back on Monday, me versus Jovan. I'd love to track that.
We do need to get.
There were runs where I was dominating. There was runs when Jovan was dominating. I'd love to track that.
That was always it. I feel like you were streaking for a couple months or whatever, and then I would be red hot for a couple months, and it'll just go back and forth.
Yeah, I'd love to get like in the corner of the graphic, Krabs, Jovan, Krabs record, Jovan's record, something like that. Oh, I do want to track Luke's likes. It's actually crazy because I'm pretty much the only person out of the 8 billion who tracks all of his plays. So I don't know why you're coming to me for tracking shit. If there's one thing I do, I might not hit every bet I place. So I do track all the bets. Transparency. I would love to track that puppy.
a great time with the dog shit slate that we have today. Maybe we get the gears turning a little bit on some plays.
Well, yeah, I don't know if I want to do it midweek.
What do you mean you don't want to do it midweek?
We got to start Monday.
What do you mean?
Oh, 5 plays? I don't know if I'm ready to do 5 plays starting on a Wednesday. I wanted the whole week.
No. He does. It goes. I was saying just look at it like we always do if we look ahead lines for the weekend. But
sure,
you go. It's a play on Thursday Night Football. It's
Yep.
one like football player. I guess it could be whatever on Friday.
Sure.
And then it's a couple on Saturday, a couple on Sunday.
Okay, and no Monday?
You can include that if you want. It's what he usually does.
Okay. Cool. All right. I'm in for that. When we do the lookout lines, although we probably should do it privately. That way Trent can't get all the answers. Right? Or maybe we throw them off, put some losers in there on purpose. Okay. I'm in. We'll do a little peep at these lookout lines here in a minute. Tinlin 210, probably no surge today, my man. Rav is out today, and Trent is still probably traveling. So I don't think we're gonna get a surge stream today, but maybe tomorrow. For college football or for Thursday Night Football. Okay. All right. Let's move. Let's groove. Jovan, any other plays in the NBA you like tonight? Let me know.
Yeah, no other ones really poking at me, I would say.
No pokes?
No pokes, other than
all right.
I really want with every fiber of my being to fade the Suns because Jalen Green's coming back and he's fucking dog shit, but I'm going to wait a game. I'm going to hold out.
Okay.
Seems a little too easy for me.
Yeah, we got enough NBA plays and squares today to last us a lifetime, so.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Can we check the college football splits really quick? Oh, that JMU score just flashed and gave me fucking PTSD. Okay. Goots.
That game tomorrow. Crap.
Get that out of there, Goots. I want to check them both for today. You can check the Blue Raiders first versus the Gamecocks. Whoa. Looks like a pretty big parlay piece for Jacksonville State tonight. Not surprised. Okay. All right. Cool. Not really shocked by anything on this. And then let's take a peep at the FIU splits. Oh, boy.
Like the same thing.
Yeah, I don't love seeing close to half or a little bit more than half of the money on the FIU spread, but let's hope by game time that's a little different.
Somebody dropped a whale.
Probably.
That might be you.
Look at the discrepancy there. That might be me. After 0-2 last night. And most people will come up here after last night and they'd say, oh, that roughing the passer in the UTEP game last night cost us the coins. They make all these excuses. They'd say, oh, UTEP had to beat the refs and Kennesaw. No, would never do that. Would never make excuses. Would never do that. Would never blame a bad bet on the refs. Would never blame it on maybe the worst roughing the passer call I've ever seen in my lifetime. Ever. Where the quarterback got pushed out of bounds, barely touched on a play that was intercepted, and it would have been a huge pick for us yesterday. I would never sit here and make excuses like that. Ever. Okay, we just move on to today. And FIU, the Panthers, the Pitbull Panthers, are going to get us on the right track tonight. Okay? All right. I still think the Commies could have won that game outright. Risings got out of hand pretty quick.
Dude.
Pretty quick, but not blaming the refs.
Dude.
Not blaming the refs. Got out of hand quick. You know, everybody's talking about the score, the final score. Nobody's talking about the score at halftime. Sevens.
I mean, yeah.
Sevens. A lot of heart from that defense. All right. Why don't we do some look-ahead lines talk, huh? Let's do some look-ahead lines talk and take a peep at college football. Maybe we could just look at some ranked games. Goots, if it's cool with you, you could just throw out a couple games. You could search that puppy. Oh, look, Memphis is ranked. 25ers. There we go. Playing against one of your other 10 teams tonight, Jovan, or this weekend. Rice. Sure.
Yeah.
the home of Luke McCaffrey. You got any thoughts on that game?
I mean,
Friday night game, I think.
yeah, Friday night game. Lookahead spot to land is not great.
Okay.
I'll say I'm not running to take Memphis, even though not just because like the line's moving towards Rice, but I don't know how the fuck Rice is like if they don't go up, I don't know how they're gonna score or keep up in the game. So they're like,
Yeah.
they're not a team that's built to play from behind because they can't throw the ball. So like if Memphis goes up early, they could win this game easily by 40 points. It's just a question of if they do. I'm also a little, I guess, concerned, not just because of lot, but I know Rice is not Navy, but the triple option has given Memphis problems for years.
Yep.
So like this is a version of that. So I wonder how they're going to respond and of how they see it, especially on the road after a big emotional win with the biggest game of your season, I guess, looming next week.
This is a different Memphis team than last year. Better team than last year. But I will say Rice is probably worse this year, too, than they were last year. Kept it within 7 when they played last season at Memphis. So
yeah,
you're right.
That one's different, though, because they're complete option team now. So I don't even like that.
You're right.
But I guess the more, I guess, interesting comp of a game to me is the fact that they played UTSA and UTSA got up early. They were slinging the ball, and then they like literally couldn't come back. Hence why they lost that game 61-13.
Yep.
So like if Memphis gets up early, I don't know how in fuck's name Rice is going to come back and make the game competitive.
All right. Well, one of your two teams is winning that one, so that's a win.
Rice is off the list because I have no bet on them this year.
Okay. Sade Whiteman might be right. Rice is a baseball school. Best player to go to Rice. Who knows it?
Baseball?
World Series champion. Yep. Who's a World Series champion?
Got to be a Nat if you're saying that.
Who's a World Series champion in our lifetime and went to Rice? Anybody know?
Went to Rice and the Nats.
Goots?
Oh.
I'm surprised you don't know Goots. No, not LeBron, Mikal, but I appreciate the resub, Mikal. For the 3-stream streak. Not a resub.
That's got
Anthony Rendon.
Rendon.
Anthony Rendon.
Krabs,
Rice
man.
legend. Homegrown, developed World Series champion. Dude left it all out there on the field. Dude was so good at baseball and hated baseball at the same time. Makes no sense. Never seen a better player who hated baseball more.
That can't be the best Rice baseball alumni.
I mean, he's one of the best players in our life.
I can tell you. No, I'm pretty sure Lance Berkman went to Rice too.
He might have. We're going farther back. The only guy I know that went to Rice is Chris Boswell.
No.
Apparently, Jim Rice went to Rice. That can't be true. That's got to be AI.
Got to be true.
That's got to be AI mush. I'm just saying he went there because his last name.
Tristan Gray went to Rice.
Tristan Gray. Oh, Dane Myers. He's better than Anthony Rendon.
Dane Myers is better than Anthony Rendon. He plays for the Marlins.
Bookie Myers.
Give me
a break, bro. We forget quickly because Rendon has not played a lot the last 5 or so years.
Doesn't care about baseball.
Hates it.
Hates it.
And comes with fake injuries to not play.
Known perfect game thrower, Philip Humbert, Rice Owls alumni.
Never heard of him. Definitely not better than Rendon.
Threw a perfect game.
That's one game. How about Rendon winning the World Series, and how about him hitting 330 for the Nats in 5 years?
Yeah, I'll give you Rendon better than everybody on this list except Berkman.
Did Lance Berkman even go there?
Yeah, he's on the list here.
How did we get to Rice alumni, man?
He did. He did. Well, I don't know. I'm probably taking Rendon.
No,
that's a combo for another time.
That's really bad, Krabs.
You were saying somebody dropped a nuke on Pitbull's FIU Panthers. Jovan, somebody dropped a nuke on this under in Memphis and Rice.
My God.
Look at that shit.
My God.
Wow. What's up, Skywalker? Good to see you, Beast. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your time off. in your vacation here with no surge. Too easy twin getting involved, resubbing. You're goated. Safeway play. I think I already shouted you guys out. Thank you again for the bits. Lance Berkman, also a World Series champ. Yeah, Lance Berkman's a good ball player. Is he as good as Anthony Rendon? I need to check the data.
Krabs.
Cannot confirm or deny it yet. I can't.
Krabs, man.
I can't. I could at least say that Anthony Rendon at his peak was a better player. Maybe the career wasn't as good. I need to look into the numbers.
Krabs.
I need to look into the numbers.
It's not close.
Well,
What
I
do you
think
mean,
Rendon was a better player. Rendon carried a team to a World Series. Did Lance Berkman carry that team to a World Series? Probably not.
Krabs, dude.
Probably
you
not.
are losing me. This has
I need
to
to
be
check
where
the
you're
data.
going.
Unfortunately, there's not enough time for me to check the data on the stream and prove you right. But yeah, I'll have to look into the numbers later in the analytics. Rendon has a 99 diamond card in Diamond Dynasty. I don't see a Lance Berkman card.
Lance Berkman had a 45 nuke season. Did Rendon have those?
Rendon, more of a team player. Rendon led
more of a team player? Krabs.
Good at bats.
What do you mean a team player? He's the biggest anti-team player ever.
In DC, he was a team player. In DC, that's when he still had some love for the game. Yep. He was never causing any problems in DC. Okay. He would even do the celebration with Adam Eaton and Hallie Kendrick with the car starting on the bench. You don't see him doing that anymore on the Rat Shit Angels.
What do you think Anthony Rendon's career WAR is?
I don't know, Goots. I use the eye test. I don't crunch numbers. I'm not a book nerd, but 25.
33.8. You want to guess Lance's?
Again, more of an eye test guy, more of a locker room care guy, but it's probably what, 40?
55.8.
Ooh.
Lance accounted for what? What's that? 23 more wins?
Wow.
That's kind of all you need to know there.
Well, if we're just going based off of WAR for everything, I mean, might as well not even play the game.
Pretty important stat.
Give the team a better WAR.
I don't know what you could even say Rendon is better than Berkman at, besides maybe defense, just because Berkman was a DH first baseman.
Certainly defense. I'd say working counts. I'd say vision. I'd say plate discipline. I'd say contact.
Dude.
On base percentage is probably a little higher.
Dude.
There's 6 things right there.
Dude.
Boom. Again, don't have time to check the data or check the stats myself here on the show. We got to carry on here, but yeah, we'd love to prove you wrong at some point. Maybe I'll check the numbers, check the WAR, check the data, all the stuff the book nerds are talking about after the show today. We can pick it up tomorrow.
Unbelievable.
I'd do anything for my World Series champs. Props and chops. I get down to the fucking grave. Let's take a peep at some other games. Penn State, Ohio State. Wouldn't it be something, Jovan?
It would be
for the first time in a month and a half, Ohio State didn't cover. They're 6-1 against the spread. Their defense is just, they got 11 NFL players in their defense. They're unbelievable. They got a whole fucking defense who's going to be playing on Sundays here in a couple years. Penn State pulled out a gritty win, coaches fired system play, gritty cover, against Iowa. They lost by 1. Hilarious. But a gritty cover. I'll give them some credit there. After hitting the reset button, lose their coach, a lot of guys probably sitting out. They still got it done. They did. That Grunkemeyer kid, I've seen worse QBs. I've seen better, certainly, but I've seen worse.
Yeah.
I've seen worse, and the freshman will get another chance. This weekend. I like Penn State on the spread. Will I play it? TBD, but it's certainly a lean for me. When the whole world thinks Penn State's dead, there's still a lot of talent on that field. And I mean, what does Ohio State have to get up for at this point? They have destroyed every team they played so far this season. They're 7-0. And if it was a legitimate James Franklin-led ranked Penn State team coming in, they'd certainly be getting up for that one. Could be a sleepy spot here at home, Jovan, against a dead Penn State team, right?
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Penn State covers.
Like the points. Wouldn't it be something if Penn State won outright first time since 2016? That might be a little too far, easy puck, but
yeah,
I certainly think they could cover. All right. Vandy, Texas. Ooh. This one will get you bricked up. This one will get you out of bed in the morning. 9th ranked Vandy against Texas. Texas might not have Arch. Respectfully, that might be a good thing for Texas right now. And again, I want to clarify. I think Arch will be just fine QB in a year or so. I'm not ready to seal that book yet. I don't think he's quail shit. I think he's struggling right now in his first season starting. But right this second might be a better thing for the Longhorns if he's not playing in this game for their chances to win this game against Vandy, coming off that big win against Mizzou. I'm tired of fading this Vandy team, and I will not be fading them in this game. I think you take Vandy or you don't take anything at all. But my Diego Pavia and Vandy hate certainly led me to Texas initially here as favorites as a 20th ranked team with a worse record against Vandy, but they're home. It's still big and bad Texas. Probably would take the under in this game and just lean on Texas's defense, trying to limit Diego Pavia, limit his legs. I think if there's one defense that could probably take his legs out of this game, it's probably that Texas D-line. And Texas offense probably doesn't do much after they showed up after Arch went down last game. I kind of like the under in this one, down from 45.5 to 44.5, but I don't love these splits right there on Pickett's. Public under.
Yeah, I'm hoping Arch doesn't play because if he doesn't play, I will be all over Texas. Still kind of like him with him playing, but Fitz Caldwell, love Texas. It'll be 3 gauntlet games with the spotlight really, really bright for Vandy. Now they get to play an actual tough defense that I think can limit him on the ground too. Because LSU, great defense, but not the best matchup. But I mean, they still limited him. Mizzou's defense, respectfully, it was not good. They still kind of had him in the box.
Diego Pavia is a me guy, but if he wins this game on the road down there in Austin, flowers have to be given.
Yeah, got to tip the
flowers
cap.
have to be given. That would
Pavia.
be insane. Okay. All right. Georgia, Florida.
Huh.
You taking your Gators?
I planned on taking this after last year's game, no matter what the situation was.
Ooh.
Now it's their coaches fired game because last year they were going to win that game, and I think everybody watching kind of agreed until DJ Lagway's, I think it was his hamstring, blew up, and they still stayed in that game for however long with Aiden Warner, who's probably the worst quarterback I've ever put 2 eyes on, including some of the midweek quarterbacks we've watched the last couple of weeks. And then it ended up blowing up towards the end. Florida still covered. They lost by, I think, 2 touchdowns or 17 points or whatever it was, covered by the hook. Now it's coach's fired game against a still dog shit defense over there in Georgia. I'll be on the Gators.
All right. I will too. Coach's fired system. Are we taking the Terps against undefeated Indiana? Is there any life here that I don't have to shave my fucking head?
The Terps are not winning this game.
Okay.
But they ain't losing by 22.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate. I'll be on the Terp spread in this game. I think they keep it within 3 touchdowns, obviously. But, I'm probably shaving my fucking head.
All these good games on the slate, and you're like, yeah, I was talking about Maryland. I mean, come on, crap.
Goots, man. Just because we didn't get into Maryland doesn't mean we can hate their guys.
That's not the reason. I didn't even apply.
We're still from the States. You love everything else.
Maryland
involved.
Everything else.
Every other thing that's ever involved the state of Maryland, you love.
Yes.
It's a weird coincidence that the one you don't like is the premier state school. I'm just saying, there's people asking questions.
The premier state school is on the Eastern Shore.
All right. Well, second premier school in Maryland, then behind Salisbury. Okay. Anyways, that's enough brain rot for one day. Kansas State, Texas Tech.
That game is interesting, Krabs.
Are we doing it again, or?
That game's really weird.
Kansas State, Loki owns Texas Tech. They beat them the last 5 times they played. Crazy.
Yeah. Now you got, I don't know, they've looked better the last couple weeks in general. The offense has to put up 40 points both their last 2 games. You got Baron Morton coming back for his first game off of injury. He stinks, especially in big spots. Screams a weird game. I'll say it.
I don't know if it's fair to say he stinks after the season he's had so far, but
He stinks in big spots.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm conflicted here because the line says Kansas State, the spot says Kansas State. I don't like Kansas State's dominance over Texas Tech in our lifetime. That scares me a hair, but okay. Okay. I also don't like the Texas Tech slander. I'll be honest. I was pretty high on this team preseason. And Morton went into Utah and dominated them in that game, which I thought was pretty big spot.
He didn't, though. The defense did.
Well, the defense did and Dickey did, I guess. But
yeah, Devon Dampier couldn't throw a forward pass in that game. That was one of the worst quarterback performances I've watched in a big game so far this year. Devon Dampier was horrid in that game.
Yeah, he was. He's probably hurt. All right. What about UVA Cal? We hinted at it before, but assuming we're all Cal Bears.
Cal Bears. Cal wins.
Okay. Wow.
When you're playing, you got a ranked team going to the West Coast. That's where Justin Wilcox shines as a dog.
Okay.
So we will keep doing it here. Especially, I'm glad they didn't end up covering, not just for squad red purposes because we were on VT, but
of course,
glad they didn't cover last week in a heartbreaker of a game.
Heartbreaker. What a performance from the Hokies. Oklahoma, Tennessee. Tennessee laying 3. People are finally starting to say Tennessee is a playoff team. I had them in my playoff bracket preseason. I'm a little bit concerned about the Vols in this game. Oklahoma's lost 2 of 3. I think this game could get weird. I think people are probably off of Oklahoma after that loss last week. Could be time for us to buy back into the Sooners, right?
Looks like it. Can't fathom how they're only a field goal dog on the road.
Okay.
That's incredibly odd. But if there's any secondary who you can open it up against, and maybe the pass game will look the best it's looked in the last couple weeks, because it really hasn't looked good once, it's probably Tennessee secondary. So they got some tough matchups. It should have been Ole Miss last week. Didn't really look great until the very end in that one. Open it up again. Cutter Boley threw for fucking 350 or whatever it was last week. He looked great against that defense, even though it didn't end up mattering, obviously. But if that offense can move the rock through the air, Mateer can do that through the air.
Is Joey Aguilar playing?
I believe so.
I thought so too. I didn't even think that was a question, but chat's bringing that up. I'm not seeing anything about him not playing.
Yeah, he's not. I didn't see him get hurt.
No. Okay. Favorite play of the weekend? Repeat that. Favorite play of the weekend. NC State plus 5.5 against Georgia Tech. You know I'm an ACC guy. Through and through. Best conference in college football. I think this game gets super weird. These games are always weird between the Yellow Jackets and the Wolfpack. They get home, coming off a couple bad losses. You see CJ Bailey. You see Hollywood Smothers thrive, and they prove to be too much on the offensive side of the ball there for Georgia Tech. A team and defense that's played great so far this season. Well, if they were going to rely on their defense to get a big-time win, in this one, that total wouldn't be moving up to 57.5. This could be the CJ Bailey show. Favorite play of the weekend? NC State.
Such a Krabs play.
Yep.
There's going to be one, maybe 2 big upsets. I guess probably 2 big upsets in the ACC this weekend. This could be one of them.
We're going to talk about how TCU tried to sun the ACC with that tweet earlier today, or
which one? I didn't see it.
The ACC posted a graphic. They're like, bunch of views, more views than any other conference.
Oh yeah, I've seen that a bunch of times. What'd they say in
TCU? TCU quote tweeted it with their own graphic saying they got a bunch more views and against the ACC. And
good.
I didn't think it was a great chirp because let's be honest here, people watched that game because it was Bill Belichick's first college football game. But hey, TCU is a really good squad and they beat pretty much everybody in the ACC. That's for sure. But I thought that was a low blow. A little bit.
I mean,
I don't know.
Big 12 kind of owns the ACC. I'll say it.
Respectfully, People were watching that game for Bill. They weren't watching that game for Josh Hoover.
A standalone game too.
Sure. But come on, it was Bill Belichick's first college game. We were there.
I'm not really arguing the views part of it. More the football belt to ass that the Big 12 is putting on the ACC.
Yeah. You guys did beat a really bad UNC team that night. I'll give you that.
Not even that.
Really bad.
There's a team that's winless in the Big 12 right now that has a win over a mid-tier ACC team.
Who?
West Virginia beat Pitt.
Ooh.
That one's
backyard brawl. Come on now.
That one's horrid. That, mind you, that was the week after they lost to a MAC team. They lost to a MAC team, then beat Pitt.
That's a backyard brawl.
They're third place in the ACC right now, Krabs.
Anything could happen in the backyard brawl. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. You know that. This guy's been playing before we were fucking alive.
Just pointing out the facts.
I didn't like that move from TCU. If I was TCU, I'd be posting about their great QB and great offense, McAllister's Deli. I wouldn't be talking about all the clicks you got for a game that people watch for Bill. I'll say. Also, Eli Holstein is dog shit, and they're much better without him.
How good is fucking Nico Marchiol, who got hurt in the middle of that game, and they had to go to their third string quarterback. I think Henderson played that game, the second half of it. They still won. I mean, Eli Holstein, respectfully, is better than anything West Virginia has or had.
West Virginia's a bad team.
Horrible team.
Anybody can get a win in the backyard brawl.
They're awful.
That one just means more. It's like SMU, TCU. They play every year. They're rivals, and anybody can win any year. Same rivalry.
TCU owns that rivalry.
Wow. All right. Enough talking about TCU's graphics team. Let's move on to the NFL real quick. We'll take a quick peep. I'll do what I did last week. I want to ask Jovan, what's the one play you're looking forward to the most this NFL Sunday?
It's kind of a shit slate, I'll say it.
I love the slate, I'll be honest.
I mean, I guess it's a real crab slate because there's some dog piss games.
Yeah.
Man, it's a shit slate. I mean, what could you possibly be loving on this slate?
I'm loving a lot, man. I'm loving a lot. I'm loving Sunday Night Football, obviously. Commies are wearing their throwback unis for the first time.
Are the Seahawks wearing theirs too?
I think so. And that's going to be probably uniform game of the decade, people are saying.
Might not be better than
I think
the Bucs Seahawks.
To be honest, front to back here, I mean, I think it starts out with a great Thursday Night Football game, Baltimore-Miami. That game can be weird as shit. It's a great game. A lot of points. Total up to 50.
That great, Krabs.
Total up to 50 points. Fun. Tua played better with one eyeball than he ever has in his career. I'll say it. I did not get talked about that. Dude can't see. Dude is the weirdest guy of all time. It's like he might be weirder than Cam Newton. The guy just has the weirdest post-game presser, media interview, or he had an eye illness. I've never even heard of an eye illness. Next thing you know, the game starts up. You're watching Red Zone. You start hearing I'm talking about Tua having an eye illness. And he's out here throwing touchdowns that nobody else in the league can make. And he's doing sellies, covering his fucking eye, like Captain Jack Sparrow, running over to the sidelines. What a guy. I'll say right now, I'm a Tua fan.
Good.
It starts out with a great Thursday night game. It ends with a great Sunday Night Football game, hopefully with JD5 back. Seattle, Washington. And in the middle, there's some great games with some close spreads. Chicago, Cincy. Probably going to be a pretty darn good game with that total up to 51.5. I think Atlanta could shock the world and maybe beat the Patriots on a 5-game win streak. The Titans are so due. And the Chargers are finally getting back on track. Would not be shocked if that game gets weird. That could be an upset. I smell one. JJ McCarthy back for Minnesota. Let's see what he's got, right? That's pretty exciting. I'd say that makes the slate a little bit better. That game could get weird against the Lions who've been on fire. Carolina, Green Bay, I got nothing much really for you there. I'll be honest. Indiana, Pitt. I mean, at some point, Daniel Jones, the Colts, they got to go down, and maybe it's to Aaron Rodgers after back-to-back losses. After all the sharps were on him Sunday Night Football. Might have been a week off. I think that's going to be a crazy good game. Would not be shocked to see Pittsburgh win that one. They're +3. I think the Giants shocked the world and beat the 49ers, +2.5, favorite spread to bet in the NFL. These are great games. Denver, Houston. You got Houston as a favorite against the Broncos, who everybody thinks is good. They're not. Houston's going to win that game. This is maybe the best slate of the year. New Orleans, LA. First start for Tyler Shaw. Let's see what that kid's got. Probably going to get his butt beaten in. And the Rams are probably going to dominate. Probably not the best game, but interesting. You got a kid making his first start. Jags are probably going to win. Get back on track against the Raiders. That game could be weird and high scoring at least. And I mean, Chiefs and Bills. And then
Bills.
Arizona, Dallas, Monday Night Football, which has a total of 54.5. This might be the best slate to ever exist.
Okay.
This might be the best slate you've ever seen in the NFL.
Krabs.
I mean, he sold that pretty well.
I mean, I just went through every game and talked about why they're all great games. Like the only one I didn't have shit for.
I'll give you good slate, but of all time,
the only game I didn't have shit for was Carolina, Green Bay. Every other game, I gave a couple great reasons as to why this is best slate ever.
I mean, we get the set tone tomorrow, man. I mean, that's just...
I'm officially declaring this slate of century. Slate of century in the NFL this weekend. Officially declaring it slate of century.
It's just
slate of century.
Man.
It really starts tomorrow night. Maybe we'll get a Goots PAD.
I'm scared for Dolphins fans about what we're going to do to that team.
Wow. I don't disagree. I think the Ravens win. Will they cover? Yeah, probably.
I think it's a dismantling.
Total's pretty high, Goots.
Dismantling.
Yeah, it's high because we're going to put up 50.
Probably.
Lamar back in Florida. Family in the stands. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I might bet every game on Sunday.
Every game.
I might bet every game of the slate of century.
You're a sick person.
Every game.
Sick person.
All right. W, Lookahead Lines, W, slate of century coverage. Why don't we go ahead and move? Talk about a squad ride. We got to craft up a squad ride winner for tonight. Most important part of our lives right now, Jovan, is finding a squad ride winner for the people tonight. Why don't we go ahead and get right to it? Enough waiting, enough yapping. Goots, do me a favor. Run that shit. I'm trying to see that train. All right. Are we live, Goots? It's hard to say.
Yeah.
All right. W squad ride poll. Let's get this puppy moving and grooving. Where do we start? Got a lot of NBA today. Here's some initial thoughts I've got. I'll throw them out there. If you don't like them, you can throw them right back. 0-2 in college football yesterday. Not going to make excuses. Not going to blame the refs. Do think I get back on track there tonight with a winner on the gridiron. So I kind of like FIU.
The Panthers. I'll give you the Panthers.
Your over is also a pretty good look as well. I forgot you had that one on there too. So, I mean, if that's your favorite play of the night, I'll hear you out and we can put both on.
It's probably not. The Kings, I think, are tickling my gym the most.
Are they?
I'll say it.
Are they still +5?
Do some checks.
Check the Carfax for me, will you?
Just do some quick checks.
Could do Reeves under point squad ride. That'd be something, wouldn't it, Matt?
I'm seeing some 5 flats.
Good. Fuck CLB. I'm seeing 5s. I'm seeing 5s for the Kings. All right. I want to put that Lakers T-Wolves under in here, man.
Nope.
Has to be done. Literally, it has to be done. We don't make the rules. We don't have a choice. Are we getting the Raptors involved? Are we getting the over and FIU involved?
I feel like we probably don't need to play the same game in CUSA midweek football. So I'd rather just say the Raptors.
Okay.
Check there. They're still 5.5. Do we dare, Krabs? You dare consider Reeves?
I think you said it perfectly earlier. The Reeves and the Lakers under are the same.
I guess so, yeah. Not wrong.
They're the same. I think we just stick with the book play.
Okay.
And if people like Reeves so much, they could take the under in the game. It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing. What do you think? We leave it at 3 and dust off old Krabs for 2 plays? Can't say I've earned it.
Yeah, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the dusting.
Okay.
No magic? You don't want to go full 3?
Well,
I'm always down to play the song.
I do like me some magic. They've treated us pretty well on this show. Why not? Fuck
Especially with
Look, man.
3s and cart.
You know how my brain works. Went 0-5 yesterday. I like my chances to bounce back tonight. That's for sure.
So do I. That's why
Go,
no problem.
Go 5 plays out of the Raptors in.
Could go 5 plays and add Goots' POD.
Oh, I don't have one yet.
Ooh.
Krabs, you tell me when I'm supposed to lab. After the show or before the show?
I need you up at 3 a.m. setting alarms.
3 a.m. lavage.
Come on, Krabs.
I'll tell you right now, Retro Sticks. An 0-5 yesterday. I'm going at least 3-2. I think I'm going 4-1.
I think regardless of who it is, whether it's you or me that has a shit day, we're always buying in, bounce back next day.
Of course. All right, why don't we do 4 plays, 4 winners?
Let's do it.
4 plays, 4 winners. FIU plus 3.5, Kings plus 5, Lakers T-Wolves under 225.5. If you like the Reeves fade, if you like his less than points, it's probably the button you want to click. And then the Magic on the ML. 4 plays, 4 winners. Hurry up, go, go, go. 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 Get involved. Austin Rendies, don't be a me guy in the chat. You're certainly being one right now. Change. Okay? Change. Right? I'm just saying change. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Don't be like Austin Rendies in the chat. Be a good person today. Be a good human being. Click a button to your favorite play. Click a button. Click a button you're in love with. Click a button right now. Don't wait till the end. Click it now. Click it now.
Dude, FIU,
please.
Nobody
wants to go back to the gridiron after last night. And FIU just won outright. I bet. Wow. Would you look at that? Austin Rendies changing his ways, saying, you know what? I have changed. He's come around. Austin Rendies, you are a friend of mine. It's never too late to change. Appreciate you, my man. W Subby coming in from Austin Rendies. W Subby. 2 words. Changed. Let's cash the squad ride. Yes, sir, Sades. Could not have said it better myself. Get those votes in. 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 Get them 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 in. A little shocked. People don't like that under in the Lakers and the.
You getting any Bowman Chrome University? Try and pull some hokies. And GG. Nah.
Sad.
Nah.
It's sad.
Nah.
It really is. It's sad. That's all I have to say about it. It's sad.
Nah.
You got people cheering about it. It's sad. You got Trent Lowen. Trent loves this right now. He's smirking right now, laughing. It really all starts with him. It starts at the top.
It might
Childish.
Might have been him, Todd Paul.
It probably was. It probably was. Childish. Childish. And he didn't say a word, Trent, but again, your energy rubs off on others. They want to be like you. And if you come in here saying Lowell, laughing at it, they're going to want to do it more. Now think about that, Trent. People want to be you for some reason.
Smirk.
So,
fattest smirk on his face.
You know he's dropping that damn smirk. He always posts that picture off. Yep. You know
it's
he is.
literally him right now.
I blame Trent. Unfortunately, not going to be able to have a squad ride today because, again, it's the only way to get you guys to stop doing this is if we don't have a squad ride. Now, going to need to go to some other method in the future because we can't keep doing this. We can't keep, pouring our hearts into the show and, the most important part of our day, having it tie every time because you guys think it's funny. It's not fair. It's not fair to me. It's not fair to Jovan. It's not fair to Goots. This would never happen if you didn't make it such a big deal. Try to ignore it for a month, Trent. Still didn't work. Tried being mean. Tried being nice. Tried everything. Everything. Tried not bringing it up for a month. Didn't work. Still tied it. Tried talking about it. Tried begging you guys. Didn't work.
Dude, might have to go Twitter.
Might have to just start doing Twitter polls. Not picking one, Trent. Sorry. It's not how this works. It's not how this works. Why? I'll tell you why. Because we made it very clear, if you guys troll and tie the poll, we're not doing a squad ride. That's why. So what kind of men are we sitting up here and giving the people what they want, us picking the squad ride after we specifically said the one thing that could get us not to do that is if you guys tie the poll?
I mean,
not doing it again.
Richie said, don't give it to terrorism. We could just decide I don't negotiate with terrorists and just pick one, not worry about it.
That'd be giving the people what they want.
Because I, for one, don't like negotiating with terrorists.
I don't either.
Can't stand it.
One of my least favorite things, Goots. One of them. That's for sure.
Trent don't even tail that shit, and he's begging for one.
Picking one would be giving the terrorists what they want.
Fading. DJ Fitz, 5
really not that serious, Lowell. I mean, it is that serious, the one like Casper. It actually is.
DJ Fitz.
It actually is. DJ Fitz with a 5-unit sub whale. Attaboy. Attaboy.
Might have to listen to Fitz. I'll say it.
I'll tell you right now. Back in my day, squad rides hit at a 61% clip. There were no ties. There were no trolls. Just winners. Why can't we do that? Why can't we take something serious in our lives that we do every day consistently? Why can't we do it? Back in my day, squad rides were not a meme. They weren't a troll. They just hit. No bullshit. No fluff. I miss those days, man. Squad rides used to mean something.
How we're just meme trolling, meme voting.
Squad rides used to mean something.
So where do
we'll
we
catch
go?
you guys tomorrow.
Where do we go?
Same time,
here?
same place.
On Twitter?
No squad ride today.
Not for now. Not for now. I'm talking about we got to have it on Twitter going forward.
We'll talk about it after the show. We'll come up with the best course of action. We'll put effort in. We'll try. We'll care. We'll do what we can do. We'll do what we can do. We'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place. If you don't like it, don't